Hey guys, this is the professor with Day Trading for Success. You're about to see a video of me practicing the strike and recoil strategy, which you'll be seeing me do a lot of, but I wanted to let you guys know who haven't been following me, I will be for most of the rest of the year. I'm going to be over in Europe. I won't be doing live trading. And then after the first of the year, I may be coming back and forth, so keep your alerts on, but I won't be trading over there, at least not for YouTube on Thinkorswim. So keep your alerts on just in case. I was planning to do more on the $1 Million Margin Club than I really did. There is some there, some videos there, and some live streaming that I did do there. So you should check out their $million-Margin Club. I let them down a little because I got involved with some other stuff. You can see we're just two of the people who are trading with still are holding this into a position where they needed to get this Apple to get up here with 400 shares. So they're in a little bit of pain right now, I think. I just got out for this tiny profit so I could get out. And I had to move on to other stuff today. But anyway, don't forget to check out all the links. And it helps our channel out if you use the links to get those great indicators. Look at the end of this video. There'll be a button. You just press to the next video that I'm saying to go to, a link to that, and it tells you all about the custom indicators and the great books. So, but anyway, stick around for some live trading that's about to come on and right after the intro here, guys. Okay? Thanks for watching, and go green out there. I'll see you soon.
Welcome to Day Trading for Success, where the professor, a former math teacher turned full-time trader and coder, guides beginners on how to trade for a living using proven strategies, breakthrough indicators, and lessons from essential trading books. The professor isn't a licensed financial advisor. Always consult a pro before diving into any strategies or demos you see here. Start smart, practice in a simulator, stick to a solid day trading plan, and don't forget to log every trade. Your profits will start with preparation. Thank you for allowing us to share in your journey. Please remember to subscribe, comment, give a thumbs up, and click that notification bell so you can be the first to receive more of our great content.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm here with Charlie. We're not streaming live. This is just inside the studio. Still going through. So I've been getting very busy preparing all the things I have to be traveling over to Europe through probably close to the first of the year. So I might be going back and forth, but I won't be going on live as much. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. So I'm showing you the scalp and recoil, the strike and recoil strategy that we're trading here with studio personnel this morning, just so I can get something out and give you a little bit of news regarding this. Just make sure I'm... yeah, so I'm thinking this just video goes out wherever. So Apple seemed to be the one that we were biased long on this morning, although it did go way down from its high. So we just kind of did a couple of quick strike and recoil trades on this. We'll do 100 shares. I just switched the account here, and so we can show you what we're doing. So we have the half and whole dollar lines marked up, which is a great script. This is the 9, 14, and 20 EMA. This is the low of the ATR on the RV side. I have historical data set up as well as a trend line for the day and your ATR levels here. And this is basically just the way I set any stock up in the morning for this strategy, which we'll be focusing on, which is, I believe, the safer strategy for people as far as lower share size. Now on this account, if I didn't want to go in and if I wanted to hold it into a swing, which I don't have any plans to do, I really can't go more than 150 shares, so that way I don't have to margin. So I'm just kind of giving you my thought process here. So, but I might go down to 200 or 400 shares on this with just the people that are trading in the office here with me. But it is still going to be the strike and recoil, but it might be slightly larger share size. I think we don't have I don't have this week's totals, but I think that this is where we were at the end of last week. We were at 3,000. I think, we've had successful days every day for this type of strategy. So that's where we're at right now. And we got this little cool thing in the office down here, that little, you can't, my cursor goes on, but see little bubbles back there, kind of cool. Anyway, I used to, years ago, I had a house in Mercer Island north of Seattle, and we had like a waterfall wall. It was like a glass wall that was water moving down all the time. I always missed that. So we got this thing in a studio. I still love that area, but I sold the property from up there. So I'd be looking to go down, to short up here on price level 12, which is up here, or possibly off the even dollar, and then manage a bad position as it goes up by maybe scaling into the position on a short, or it's kind of slowed down here a little bit. So right in here, anywhere in here, it seems to just be constantly retracing. So we have the market magnet here. We are on today, 1 minute, which is very important for this indicator to read it properly. There's the low end of it, and there's the high end of it, and that's based on 50% of the volume on a large cap, tweaked that way. It also gives you the low and high of day down here. There's the low and there's the high, which is helpful to have marked out on any stock you're trading. And then we have our ATR levels. So there's the RV ATR levels, and then there should be. Oh no, I only have the RV ATR level set up. That's right, because I've been using this to trade the RV, this particular layout. Anyway, it's sort of just. I was hoping to make some bigger moves to get in here, so it's just kind of slowed down, which is the danger if you force a move in right here. So what we're looking for is this to move on either the ask or the bid 10 or 15 cents pretty regularly up and down in 10 to 15 seconds, like almost a penny a second. It's not really doing that right now. As you can see, there it goes. So it did enough of a move there now where it might be worthy of getting in. Oh, God. I just did a reset of this, and I don't want the reverse here. I want the buy the bid. I want to sell the ask. I want flatten. I want to sell the ask. This is just to do the strike and recoil. It's different buttons. I don't think I have the time and force down here either. I think I missed that. I missed that trade because of what I just did. Had to do here. So say okay. This is more of the buttons that I need now. Yeah, I just loaded in a different layout, and everything went away. So here we go. Now it looks like more like, so off to 61. Let's see the way that moved up. Maybe punch a little higher before I short it. See if we can get up to the level I really want, which is up here. So volume increased as it went up. This is a great indicator here. Now this is the version that doesn't have the overall volume, which it doesn't really help me much. So you get all the versions if you were to purchase it. I have a link for it through the $1 Million Margin Club, which sells all the best scripts, I think. But basically, you're looking for that price movement, and then the direction it goes, that's what we call the strike. Oh my God, that was really loud. This is the thing people have been complaining about, and I'm trying to understand why it's so loud. But anyway, you want to go the opposite direction it moves, because that's the strike, then you're catching the recoil. The strike, you're catching the recoil. So it's fast, because if it keeps striking and going against you if you went short, that'd be a bad thing. So you can manage your bad position for a minute, but if it gets past what you would consider to be a max loss, like if it broke through that level, if I caught the strike on a short and it kept going, then I would be really worried about carrying it much past, like, say, 61.50. But I might average into it a little bit if you get my lot. I mean, you have to know how to trade a little bit to know what I'm talking about, but you're basically playing the price action more than candlestick formation, but these just help us see where we're at. And really, I'd like to see this down closer to the 50 cent mark before I go. It's really tightening the channel here. Let me go ahead and do an intraday level here, because that's kind of where it's been stopping now. I wouldn't hold a lot of sway with this. So now Charlie has made enough money on her account, and her friends have more money than her. We did not need to fund them, where she is able to keep up all the way up to 400 shares. She feels comfortable, so we may go that high. We'll see how it goes today for a little while with this trading session. So as far as the news to be putting out, there's going to be a lot of changes. I might be off trading till the first of the year. I'll probably make another video or two talking about that. And then when we come back to the first of the year, we're going to probably be doing things a little bit differently for people, different styles of trading, different information people can get, and all kinds of things. My time is so, I'm having limited time, so I want to try to do the best I can for you guys to help you make a living with the time that I have. And just try to get, I'm going to do a reset for the next 3 months or so. So I'm getting a little burned out of trading, and doing quite well. This year's already well beyond what I thought I'd make this year. So I'm not saying I'm not going to trade at all, but I probably won't come on quite as much till after the first of the year, if at all. So don't be concerned. I always appreciate the people emailing me and asking me. But for the next, I'm leaving, I think I think it's this weekend now, right? Is it this weekend, Charlie? Yeah, so I'm leaving this weekend. So this coming weekend. So this maybe tomorrow. What is today? Wednesday? Okay. Maybe tomorrow or Friday I'll have more videos, but just taking a short break. So you guys just remember, keep it tight, keep your max loss, wait it out. This is a very boring situation suddenly with Apple. It's the best one to trade for the biased, I think. Yeah. Nvidia's still kind of crashing a bit. Whoa, there we go. I'm actually going to go in down there if it picks me up. 59. Hasn't been quite that low in a while, so I went for it in there, and I can add to it if it keeps dropping. Wow, look at it go down, huh? So that's interesting. Is that going to keep going down? I'll try to get it in to a larger position. So now I'm in at 44 cents. So I'm waiting for it to recoil back up, and with a nice little punch up there. So it's at 39 on the ask now. I'm at 44, and we're waiting for it to get up there with 200 shares, and hoping that I'm not managing it really. It's not going to keep dropping off. I don't think it's going to keep dropping off, but I mean, it could go down to all the way down here, a couple of bucks, and that could be $400 down. So I have to think about that, That's a buck, not a couple of bucks, So $200 down. But I had a little bit of a cushion here. But we want to see this get nice and green here on a recoil up, maybe back up toward the 9. Get me 30 cents on this trade, 20, 30 cents at least. And again, it's Apple. We're moving nice and slow like a dinosaur. And I am willing to go to 400 shares, no question about it. If it suddenly goes down, I will look at that as an opportunity to scale in to a better position and a higher share size. No new news on Apple, right, that we should be concerned about? Nope, it's going back up. So now it might hit some resistance at the $60.50 there. Kind of tapped it just below it looked like it, and it turned around. 47, 48 cents. It got us scared at the $0.50. 5 minutes, just a red candle. We're seeing some of the minutia inside, and this is going to show us inside the 1 minute. Kind of thought it would already be up here. That's why I averaged in. I thought it'd be a quick trade. The fact that it's taking longer concerns me. It won't get me to add more shares for a while till it makes a big drop. Is when I would think about adding more shares. There we go. Break the $0.50. There we go. Now keep going. We got some momentum going. Let's keep it going. There you go. Let's get up there toward the 9 at least. Thought about just getting out for a small profit there. There we go. Again, it hit $19 profit for a minute. 53 cents on the ask. 58 cents on the ask. There's a good trade. I'll see if I can get that. So that's 54 bucks. Now it could keep going, of course, but that's okay. We played that trade out just like we thought. You're still in it. Good. Be careful. Nope. You're all out now. Okay. Yeah, we're hitting the conglomerate of the 20, 14, and 9. So I just thought, in case of a resistance breakdown, just get in it now. Now this was sort of our original position, and then we doubled down to get it to 44 cents. So if this tracks back down, it might be worth entering again for a good trade to try to get us up. Oh, it's still gonna keep going up. So we're in the middle again. So I'm hesitant to do anything. I'd like to see it break these or break down here again. So it kind of did a tweezer move right here on the. I don't know why it's not changing. Yeah, a little bit. If I smooth out, I'm kind of at that level at the $0.25. Very, very skeptical level, but it's something to go by, to help judge where I might want to go in. I'm not going to say that that's a definite floor or anything, but it just helps me remember what has just happened, and we are dealing with patterns. That's what we deal with, right? We're seeing if a pattern repeats, so we'd want to keep note of them. You can keep note of them in different ways that you might want to do that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take that. I'm just thinking I don't want to lose it if it starts to go straight back up, but I did lose it. It's enough that I can manage it if it keeps going down. Come on. Looks like it's just going to go right back up. That might have been the low. All right, I'm going to cancel that order. See if I can catch a dip on the market. It's only a penny spread, so I should just get market. I'm just going to go for it. So I got it at 30 cents. It went down right as I clicked market, which is great. I like that position. Honestly, I feel good about that. So the ATR is right there, 60.15. Yeah, 60.15. So we just have a quarter of our position in. Looking to see if there's a great place to add or maybe take a profit if it comes back up into this area. Just take a small profit and wait for another dip. So this is a strike and a recoil with more of like a 20 to 30 second move. See if I can get it at 39. Just take a quick profit there. By the way, it's moving. I wanted to get out, but it didn't do anything. I'm going to hold that in there for in case it snaps up there real quick. All right, I'm going to get out of that. So we're just sitting near our position. Nothing's happening. This time I'll just sell market if it gets up. Well, that showed a 3-cent spread, which was interesting. That's $3 on 100 shares. It looked like it was going to really make a move up there if you looked at the level 2, but $2,000 shares selling at 260.60. That's up here. Somebody's thinking this is the level, right where it kind of tweezered before. The big share size there. So you look for liquidity pools and where price action might go. We're kind of stalled here. So this is definitely a boring stock to trade, but it's a way to step up to your $100, $150, $200 a day. Then you're getting $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month and paying for your mortgage, for your car payment, for your utilities, whatever your situation might be. You're always just, you're not going for gold, for the brass ring. You're just going for a steady income. That's what we try to show here with this strategy. And obviously you can go wicked high share size and the same thing will work for you if you've got it working. It's just, it might work for you, because if you're nervous and you don't hold it out because your max loss gets to be $500 because you have high share size, oh, I got to take the hit, then you're not really, you got to do the formula. Are you holding the downward move to where you would have proportionately for your share size, I have to assess here, like, do we think it's going to retrace? So if it went down, it could go down, really not even a whole dollar, which would be $100 to where it's low right now. So it's definitely worth holding this and maybe adding to it if it breaks this ATR. It's hit that ATR like 3 times now. So this is being respected. I hit it over here too. There's a reason why people mark those. That's the 50% ATR. There we go. Now you're going to getting down to the even dollar where you might want to think about adding to your share size on the even dollar. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't even have the fibs marked up on this right now. I kind of jumped in on this. Yeah, I'm not going to add till it gets down there, so let's go ahead and set the fibs up while we're holding that position, because I did do a trend line, I just didn't do the fibs. Scanning over here, nice and slow. We're not in a hurry. 29. All right. Those coming into play at all. Nope. So there's the even dollar. Hit it for a second. That is the low of the market magnet too. There's what I am down here. It's beyond its target for sure. So it is making a bigger move than you would expect it to. Look at the strength as it went down. So now this could really help us, to scale into a much better position. But we have to assess that, is it going to actually continue to break that level, which is, there's the level that we would want to jump in and make an assessment of jumping in right there. I'm going to go in right now, guys. I went in now. I don't think it's going to keep dropping, so I went in. So we're just a hair above 260 now, 11 cents off our position to make money. So I doubled in, so $60.07 will give us some money, and then let's see if it can break that ATR, which is 15 on 200 shares. So yeah, your average trader would just play that down, play that short, because it is moving down, and I'm looking for it to recoil up now, that it just will recover. And I had enough of a cushion to take a chance, so I'd still be pretty green for the day, or not too red, unless I hold it way beyond this level, which I probably won't. I don't really want to hold it all the way down to the fib with 200 shares, so that would be the next level I'd look at. Because I could go into the full 400 shares. So here it comes down. So it got me red for the day for a split second there. So if I did hold a swing with Apple, it would not be overnight. I would take the hit. I mean, it's near its all-time highs, but it was saying, wow. So it really broke that level and put me into a losing for the day now. It stopped dead at the 259.50, as you can see, made a new low there. So now we should expect some recovery off this level. 59.20. I think I will add, guys, if it goes down. That's the way I'm going to trade this. I think this is an anomaly, that it's going to go back up. I don't see a catalyst on it, so... But I'd like to get it a little closer to the fib before I add to it. Look, we're only 50 bucks, 60 bucks down for the day. Not a big deal. This trade is pretty big down for one trade, but we talked about expecting that if we were going to go to 400 shares. So go to 400 shares, you expect 400 down. We're not there yet, but there's a bit of a recovery. See, the sellers were really strong here. So let me take this time while it's undecisive to do the 2-day Fibonacci level. Just so we can get some other channels in here now that it's actually churning in an area where we might be able to work with it. Okay, so there's that other level. Right above the 60. There's 60.08, right above the even dollar. Huh? So had we added to it and it came up here when it was down here, would have been really at the 50 cent. So we would have been at 259.75 roughly had we added. So we would have been almost green right there where it was a minute ago. So there's something to think about to add here. So volume's going up as it goes down. So expect it to go a little further, hit the 39, hit a new level there. That's about 19 cents above the fib. That is a rickshaw man. This is showing you to a reversal, especially if this candle's green, then we should expect to get it way up toward our position. Let's see, it's definitely slowing down here, guys, which makes me want to get in for a larger share size on the next dip. Oh, it's turning around. We're just 20 bucks down now. Break that level. I'd like to see it break that level. That's just sort of an intraday level I did. Seems to be respecting. So the buyers were higher with the volume higher. Let's see if we can do that again. That was right at the 15-minute mark, as you can see here. So that's good news to go up, but we want it to continue. So it has not been doing, but it's definitely turning around here. It's resting anyway. And let's just see if it's resting so it can bolt upward or downward. Really like to see it break that level, get up into here. We may be holding this for a while, guys, because especially if I'm adding into it down here. Looking for it to hit this fib area where I would add in. There it comes down. Again, getting closer to it. Hit a new low. Yeah, I just don't know if I want to add. I'm still thinking about not adding there, so I didn't pull the trigger right away. Oh, one of you went into 400 shares. Well, that might be the right thing to do. Sorry, I didn't telegraph my decision quickly enough. I was just thinking how easy it is to recover from that amount down as opposed to like 300 or 400 down. The way it's moving so slow, you know, got me concerned that if it kept going, it would be harder to recover. We'd have to switch to something that's moving a little faster, I think. Ouch, huh? Look at this go. Well, if you got down, if you bought down there, then you're in a better position than we are. 39, 20. 80 cents, 40 cents. So you're at 60. You're at 56, 59.60, 59.63. Okay. So you get out at 59.63. You get out right up in this area. We're up much higher up into here. If you just wanted to break even. I mean, if you want to ride it for bigger money, now you got 400 shares. So that's the way to go, obviously, is to ride it a bit higher. Yeah, just neither of them is very undecided what it wants to do. It's down across the board on the market. Q and the SPY are down. What's NVIDIA doing now? NVIDIA's down off the open like a $1.16, $1.14. Yeah, you're close to getting out green for the day if you wanted to just play it safe. You'd be down on this trade, but we're a little worse off than that because we didn't pick it up here as it went up. Now, most of the times we talk about this buying as it's breaking levels because you're safer to scale in then. You just price point wouldn't be quite as good. So there's two different ways to look at it. I'm surprised it just kept breaking down. I thought it would come back. So I didn't think we'd be having to make these types of decisions. But, you know, it's just very short-term data that I'm talking about. I mean, it could end up here and then 15 minutes from now it could be way up in here. 262, you know, could just recover all the way back up again. So it's a serious red candle right there. What was the range? Was 50 cents there. I want to see these candles turn green. We'd like to see this 5-minute close green. We want this to be oh yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah. Have to be way up here. Ouch. Oh, wow. What happened there? Why did that just happen? That was a big hit. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. I'm all in now. Now we're going for the big money. So we don't want to go past 400 down. Got the position at 259.51. So that's like right up here now for a complete recovery. Or if it kept breaking down, then we're in serious trouble. So many levels right there that I played off of to give us support. This is where the fun starts, ladies. Yeah. Everybody's smiling, so I think that means that's faith in me, which is a little concerning. I do think it's going to recover. They just, the large caps do. The question is, will it be tomorrow or Friday or Tuesday? I mean, or will it happen in 5 minutes from now, you know, so that, but eventually it's going to come back, you know. So yeah, I'm playing it long. Yeah, I hear Warner Brothers the news is saying how it's got all these offers for its strength. Netflix, who went down after its earnings report, was weird this morning. So we're definitely in a worse position than the $90-something a minute ago when I was contemplating not adding. But it really shot down there. So that range was 93 cents on that candle. So we're playing against the trend as it brutalizes us here. Every dollar is now $400 against us. Do I dare go to 800? Certainly not now. So we technically hit the max loss if we were going by that. I'm assessing. You guys need to do what you need to do there. I'm not going to get out. Got our next fibs way the heck down there at 56.87. It's another whole dollar down. That would be down $1,000, right? It's really time to turn around, guys. This is a 4-hour chart. We're down here. We have no... That doesn't look good. There's no safety for us around here. So it's all the way up here to 265 at one point. I think it could retrace way down into here, I guess. It's good news on Apple, so it's kind of hard to believe it would do that. There was a movement up. Let's take a look at the 1 hours. Again, it just climbed up so much off that news yesterday, or day before. So there was a little concern. I'm so surprised that it's waiting 2 days to maybe retrace down here, which I did not think it would. Just basically good news on their new phone, but seems like it pulled right back down again. Yeah, it went up and then came back down. Yeah, it was 300 and something down a minute ago. And here's the 30-minute. There's not going to be. I was just trying to see if there was any support, and it's really not till this fib. We breached all the support, these older levels here. Let's take a look at the day. I mean, this level, that's at 58. Price level 19, where's that? That's the day. Yeah, it's marked as a day here too. So that's 56. Oh, that's 19 right there. Yeah, so we're going back up a little bit. Yeah, so this 5 minutes turning green. Now it'd be good if we could breach it way up there. So we're at 29.50, so 259.50. I mean, so we're up here. But it is starting to show signs of turning around. Not long enough yet. You got to cross over to this 30-minute and be green, and then you might see some people really jumping onto this move. Just hanging out. What's that? They use little cue cards to talk to me. I'm going to get one of the little ear things so I can hear them without they don't want their voices to be heard, and sometimes I don't want their voices to be heard. But at least then I can respond to immediate comments. When we're sitting around and waiting, it's almost like I've got to fill, like, for you guys watching. So what do I talk about? I can talk about the strategy over and over and over again. I think we most know the strategy this is a little longer, sort of a day trade right now this is turning into. It's kind of like when I trade, I'm combining multiple strategies based on the price action that I see. You know, I don't have a problem with max loss like a lot of people, you know, really just have to stick to it, which is what I recommend. I don't really have that, which is, I'm so lucky that I don't have to worry about that. I already made a lot of money today trading, way more than I could possibly lose here. So I got that going for me. But that aside, it wouldn't, you know, and I'm not saying that to brag. It's just a difference in how you might trade than I would trade. That you have to be, you know, I just take bigger risks, and I don't want to say I don't care, but if it goes against me for 20 days in a row, it's like, oh well, that sucked. But it's not like, my God, my life is over. I remember those feelings, you know. I don't like to lose, so I get that feeling still, obviously, no matter what. Darn it, you were doing something good. Look what you just did now. Did you have to do that? I don't know if this account can... No, we talked about max share size being 400. The price action actually calls for a larger size. Yeah, I can't go to 800 on this. This account's only funded 42K. Might have a little more now. But I just realized what accounts I'm on. So this is the one for this to trade with everybody on the streaming. Now it's official downtrend. As it broke the 15-minute though, yeah, it stayed as a doji red or the 30-minute, I mean, unfortunately. That's not good. That little thing hurt that nice move right when we crossed the 30, so it's going to probably send it down, which is very annoying. I could probably go another 200 shares. Yeah, I could do that, I think. Sorry, I just did the wrong calculations. No, I can't. I don't think I can do that. It's close. But do I want to? Do I want to? If this continues to fade way down here, and then I go like, why did I do that? Why did I add? We got our retracement. We need to see it again. Maybe at the 258 turnaround. We need it to retrace and make a higher high up here. Where am I going in Europe? Well, I am spending some time in Amsterdam, and I'm spending some time in Spain, mostly Barcelona, which I like, but I will be traveling probably into France for a bit too, and see if I can personal-handed catch the Louvre thieves. No. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to get into too much detail about that, though. It is a shame that we have to worry about things like stalkers and stuff, but unfortunately I do have to worry about that, which is very, very odd. It's not just for pretty young women that have to worry about stalkers. So I keep a lot of my personal life, or where I am at any particular moment, or where I plan to travel, kind of in a gray area. So There's just lots of nasty people out there, you know, and sick people too, you know. And we won't go down that road any deeper than that. I know that a lot of people now are using my strategy on YouTube. I've seen them. You guys have found them and showed me, and they call them something different. Just like, and I think that's great, honestly. But it's probably a lot of those same people that try to discredit anything I do and to somehow uplift themselves by using, now they're using AI fake stuff, and, you know, this is just how they operate. This is how people operate, to try to bring somebody down and bring them up. It's just like, so that's why you can just come on and stream with me and see, or better than that, I would say, try the strategies I'm showing, and then you can make your own decision in a simulator. Well, right, it comes right down to it, though. Even if one trader is trading successfully on something, it doesn't mean you're going to, you know, you're going to be able to do what that trader does. You know, it's just, there's no way. You know, you can't, everybody trades differently, so you get to come up with your own style. Just bank everybody's lessons, and then come up with your own. You just using it, you know. My whole thing is, if your heart's racing and you're nervous, your share size is too high. That's a simple lesson right there. Have a maximum loss that is good for you. Like, I don't want to go buy this, and at the end of the month I'll probably make money because I kept my losses low. You know, make sure the strategy you're using is working. Like, you have more winning days than losing days, you know. And then tweak on that. Record your sessions, log your sessions, so that you can get better and better and better to see where you went wrong and where you went right, and then, you know, add to the right stuff, and then get rid of the bad stuff, you know. So don't keep doing the things that were against you, you know. And then it's a journey, and then it just, you know, you guys that came on here with Charlie, who's asking all the questions, you're pretty new to this, so you're doing, you know, you got a leg up. You're pretty lucky that you're around a bunch of other traders, which I know you know, that have done well. But you can fall off that mountain pretty quickly, and it's almost like that has to happen before you really get it. You know, how careful you have to be, and nothing just keeps going the way you want. You know, it's like you got to pay your dues, right? That's what it seems like. It's hard to talk. It's easy to talk yourself into taking bigger and bigger chances when you have never really lost a lot at one point. So, but who do you listen to? Nobody really. I mean, that's what I would say. Like, don't, you know, listen to yourself. Take the lessons that people show. See what you can throw out, what you could use that's for your style of trading, and then build your own, you know, your own house you can trust. You don't want to trust other people and who knows what's going on in their life at that particular moment. I mean, most likely the people you're watching on YouTube are selling you a course. You know, they're showing you something, or they're not really live trading with you. They're just showing you stuff that isn't live, you know. And so you don't really know 100%. And of course, with AI, things are just so, you know, people can mess with you now so much easier than they used to be able to. So that's where you have to just trust yourself and trade it for real and see, is this working? And if it's not, a lot of them are like, I'm not going to go down this road of bad mouthing people, and certainly not going to mention any names, but people are cherry picking and showing you stuff out of a cherry-picked situation. So let's assume that's true with everybody you watch. So you just take in that the information that sometimes what they're showing you, sometimes that setup will work. Sometimes. It's still knowledge, you know. Whether you want to buy a course, I know one of you just bought a course. You asked me, and I thought that he was legit. It's a different style of trading, you know, than what we're doing, but you may be amazingly good at that style of trading, right? So I would just be careful, momentum trading, you can lose everything, you know, so fast. So, but here we are eating up time like crazy, and this is just consolidating down here. I wanted to consolidate up near our position. So had I bought it down here, we'd be out at the 250, 258.50. Is that right? 70, 57, 64. Yeah, would have been a whole dollar down from this position. So we would be green, red, green, red, green, red. But I didn't buy it on the dip. It does seem to be stopping itself here. So it did make one 5-minute green candle, and it's looking like it might make a 15-minute green candle here. It's green now. Yeah, this could still break down though, so I'm not going to add now. It's breaking all three of these moving averages, which is great. It's about to break the 20. That's good news if it continues on its upward trend on this 5-minute. Crosses us green on the 5. Look, it's going to do in 45 seconds if it does that, which might get a lot of people to jump us up here to the 259, which is really much closer to where we are, 200 down on this trade, but we already had some money. We'll wait it out a little bit. What? Man, you were asking a lot of questions up there. I don't know if we want to go down that road. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to talk about all that stuff, but we'll see. So that's what came in at 11:27, huh? Update. Apple faces complaint alleging violation of EU digital markets rules. Is that why that went down suddenly? Jeez. That happened way back here. I didn't see the story. It actually slowed it from going down when the news came out. The news came out like here, and then it started kind of slowing its downward movement. It's just really hard to move these behemoth stocks unless it's some, governmental, like, tariff kind of news or something. So the 15-minute crossed green, which is, no, that's the 5-minute. I'm sorry. I saw it cross. I thought this was green. I thought that it was 15 was green, but so we're on it. We broke this area, made a little higher high off this level. Let me smooth this level. This is long enough now where we've kind of got a flat top right there, and it just breached it again. So it had gone as high as 85 cents. We're at 73. Be great if it kept striking up here on this 5-minute and broke the 15 nice and green like this. Let's make a nice little angle of we want to go like right here. Let's show you the trend we would like to go. We would like to go like that. That's where we would like that to go. This is a nothing, just so you know. It's a nothing thing you should follow. Just like, let's go up here. Let's keep going that move. That is not what you're doing. You know what I'll do? I'll make that green and it'll be more exciting. There, now. There, see it? It worked right away. It's like, yeah, it's using that as support. It will make it a little more level ground so you're not getting dizzy. You've got a little bit of something to jump off of there on the 16. We're just trying to make you feel comfortable, man. That's all I'm doing. Trying to make these 1 minutes feel comfortable. There you go. Now you can just start leaping for the basket. There you go. 13 seconds till this closes, and then we'll pop up here for your next one. And 8 seconds now. Let's keep it going. We'll pop up right here for your next candle, right where my there it goes. Okay, so you're it. See, you're keeping it now. You just have to do that one more time. We're just going to walk it along, baby steps. Here we go. See how you've got all the support from the family? The family's holding you up. They're like, you can do it, little feller. Come on, there you go, 84 now. Yeah, we can do it. You're going to make a new high up here from this last one right here. We're going to cross that 15-minute nice and green. Everybody's rooting for you. Yep, here we go. You got 20 seconds. And then oh, look at you go, you big boy. You got your big boy pants on now. There we go. We're making a move. In 8 seconds, you're going to be way up here. You're looking good. Yeah, the whole family just cheered you on. All the other 1 minutes, there you are. They're like, you did it. You did it. You made the family very, very proud. Now, you need to break this level right here. First to 159. I know you're losing a little confidence right here, but it's okay. That happens, and then you come back. You lose a little bit of confidence, then you go like, oh no, we got this. We got this level. Pull yourself up over the ledge and push off. Like you're underwater. It's like you're pulling up and you're pushing forward. I remember when we had to get in the Zodiacs and there was lots of sharks around. You swam up to the side of the pontoon. You put both hands in and then you went back like a seal and landed. Okay, that is not so that they wouldn't get your legs. You had to get your legs in the boat really quickly. I remember those days. But this is not what we asked you to do here. This is a bad thing. So what happened? You lost a little confidence. I'm not saying there's not time to recover here, but you know. So we did stay green on the 15 minute. But it wasn't a good sign at the very end. Because the 5 minute was like very close to not being. You know, we were sweet talking you and then you got scared at the end there. And you turned red on the 5 minute. Now you have time on the 15 to make it all better again. Get up to your level here and break through up to the fib. We can talk it through. We just got to help it. It's young. These are 1 minute candles. They barely just came out into the world, guys. You know? They're innocent. They haven't been tarnished like some of these 15-minute and 30-minute candles. So this is an infant, and this is the 5 minutes kind of a toddler. Then we have kind of the teenager, middle school are the 15 minutes. From teaching middle school, that's where they turn to the dark side. You have half the kids telling you how bad learning is, and the other half, actually less than half, telling you how exciting it is to learn new stuff. At least when I was teaching, it may have changed a little bit. I don't think so though. We always called it they turn to the dark side. Suddenly it's uncool to learn, uncool to impress your teacher, uncool to have fun in any way learning. That's stupid, man. You could be just LARPing and be a real cool person then. I just want to play World of Warcraft all day. I don't need to learn anything. You see the good gear I got? I got amazing gear. I can sell gold. Virtual gold. That's how I make money. Or you get to the first-person shooters, you know, it's just like, well, you know, it's no joke that you can make money gaming, though. That's a fact, you know. If you get on the tour, you know, you can definitely make money gaming. It's like, I know even the Magic the Gathering, the card games that the world champions, like the top 10 were making over $1 million just 5 years ago. $1 million a year, getting on the circuit, you know. You have to be good. But then the other game, you know, gaming for video games, you can make even more money than that, like huge amounts of money on a regular basis. So yeah, I shouldn't make fun of that like it's not. They're making jokes about me. Look, that guy doing that stupid trading. He doesn't know what the world's really about. It's all perspective. Well, my little line is useless now, as you can see. We'll keep it there for fun. It's a goal. It's a goal to break it. We want to give this a goal. The clock is eating up here like crazy on this stupid move we're stuck in. Come on, it's time to recover. Get us some good news on this. Nvidia is still going down. I'm probably going to add to my swing on that one if it gets too much lower. Scaling in. Stalling at the 59. You know, that's where it seems to. 50 cents off of our position. It's nothing, guys. That's just nothing off of our positions. We've almost, you already got out. Okay, so somebody got out for a profit. How did you do that with? Oh, you did go to 800 shares. Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. Well, they have the money. That's good for them. Let's see. Well, you're going to probably regret that now because it's going up. You would have had 800 shares to go up with. But, you know, green is green. You're green, so that's good. Yeah, you're over 100 and something green total on this stock, so that's good. We're getting close to the day being green, so it's really making a move now. It has to stride for this level. We'll be doing really good if it gets up to that level. So it broke over the next 5-minute green, which is great. And the 15 minutes nice and green. And this should be bringing us up to where we need it to be here soon. So we're just going to have to wait a little longer. And then we have to decide how much profit do we want to take? Do we just want to get out? I'm actually way over time. I really want to get out soon. It's about to be green big time here. I could set a higher green on the ladder here. Maybe up near the fib, which would get me $200 on this trade. Or I could just get out and end this video and we could move on to the other stuff that Charlie has on the agenda. Yeah, I'm going to have to take a break first, yeah. I'm going to hike and meditate. And then we have the Bohemian students later again. That wraps up on Friday. That wasn't like for a month. It was just for, they knew about my, I'll be stopping over there and visiting on my travels. And it's where I grew up in the Bahamas. I still have interests in there in the South Florida area. Well, it looked like it was we were almost green for the day, and then it did this. Remember, this trend mark is nothing. I'm leaving it there just for kind of fun right now, but don't go by that trend mark. That's the resistance. This fib is stalled it though, huh? Yeah, break that fib, man. Give people some optimism here. Getting so close. We're 20 cents from my position here. I really don't want to, if it starts to fade, I might just take a hit so I can, because I know I can recover very, very quickly from a hit up at this low level of loss. So 1 or 2 trades at the most. So And I'm out of time to write it down again. I don't want to. I would say that the 59 level would definitely be. Actually, I would call it somewhere close to what's happening here. Ah, God, it happened so fast. Ah, you're going to make me hold it, aren't you? On the 9, it went down so much faster than it was going up. Really, guys? Seriously? This is what you're going to do? It decided that 259 was where it wanted to turn around again. Rejoice. Spread is roughly 3 cents, 2 to 3 cents. What's our time? I really knew noon was really my deadline here, guys. So I know Charlie has to stop when I stop, but you guys you might want to ride this up if it keeps going. It looks like it might keep going here. Let me do a smoothing. It's making a little flat top, like right at that level, 26 cents. Just went above it there. Nice. That gives encouragement to hold it. Now it's only 15 cents off the position. So we're green for the day. Wow, that was a journey, huh? It's moving up. It is a reject off the 50 cent, which is our actual level. Seems like it's not going to reject to me, so. It was at the top. If this volume can increase past this, what do we got? Yeah, this is going to break this volume. There it goes. So that's going to send it up. So let's hold a little longer here, Charlie, and then I got to get out of here. Oh, that should really have sent it up. I'm very surprised that it didn't go. Just give it a minute. There it goes. Oh, come on. Now we are back red again for the day because it's playing its shenanigans. I'm lowering this because I'm thinking of adding to the share size if it drops low enough, and make one last Hail Mary pass at an upward recoil. And that fib level, I might think about it. It's just not quite going low enough for me to do it. There it goes. Looks like it's going to break the fib. You see the buy-sell oscillator sending it down there. So you've got a higher target up than down now, which is a good sign to trade this, to keep trading this long. It's resting on the 9. I'm going to go for it. All right, so it did pick me up. So now I'm going to be hurting a lot more if it keeps fading. So I'm at 42 now, so a lot closer to getting out, but it didn't do much for me because it was only a half of my share size to get out. But it seems to be wanting to go up right here, so I'm just playing the recoil action here, 12 cents off the position. See, the volume increased as it was going up. Target range is 12 cents up. I'm going to About to be green again for the day. Green for the day, but not for the trade. And we are at 1.5 minutes till I really absolutely have to go. So I'd like to have a burst here and just get out of this position. Any point in here. It's just like a mind game to be green. The money at this level doesn't really matter, but it could matter if it does a huge flush. It's about being right. It's about being right. There we go. Now one more punch. Come on. You're 3 cents from my position. Give me a break here. Give me a break. 2 cents. 3 cents. It just wants to torture us. 45 seconds. I have to get out, Charlie, so I'm just going to take the next green. Nasty. You're nasty. Is that all set up? Okay, so I lost that trade, but I made 32 bucks on the day. I had to get out. So guys, listen, thanks for watching. I think this is going to go up and everybody else is going to make money, and I had to get out early, but be careful out there, guys, and we'll get more updates with more videos coming soon. So if you want any of this, any of these indicators, they're available, as well as the books that I believe in are available. Day Trading Volume 1, Day Trading Volume 4, the Candlestick Pattern Playbook, Trading in the Zone, Best Loser Wins, different authors, great books, and then the indicators that I use. And look at this, it's going to hurt. It's just going to sit here and do a consolidation here. Anyway, stick it out, guys. Be careful with max loss. I think it's going to retrace back up. That's my opinion, but you are on your own, obviously. I am not a licensed financial advisor. You should always seek the advice of someone licensed. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you back soon. Go green.